Good evening, everybody. What's going on tonight? What's up, Satellite? What's up, Zem, Shadows, Arcane, Ballerwork, PM Collector Boy? Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I am doing just fine. It has been a perfectly cromulent day, despite starting my day at 5 a.m., which was really long time ago at this point. I don't know. Tummy's doing fine. Yeah, I believe I have recovered from whatever misadventures my digestive system went through a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm in the process of adjusting to work at 5 a.m. every day. I think I'm getting there, actually. Today wasn't too bad. I'm not like dead ass tired right now. Now, that's not to say I'm not gonna be passing out around 11 o'clock or something, but doing okay so far. Been a nice day. It's been very cold and very windy here, which kind of helps keep me rattled awake, I think. Miss the era of Chrome game and movie titles that look so cool, and they knew it. It's about another upcoming Star Trek game called Star Trek Infection. I don't suppose that has to do with the Borg or anything, does it? Do you take any catch-up naps? No. Naps mess me up terribly. Naps always make everything worse for me. Sometimes I can't help it. Sometimes I am so fatigued that I need a nap to keep going. Or I can't stay on my feet and I gotta sleep for a couple hours. And I never feel good after it. I'm always drowsy and grumpy and just not my best, so I avoid naps if at all possible. So I didn't nap today, I didn't nap yesterday. I do have a delicious drink. Pineapple, Malibu, and orange juice. God bless, I love it. Mentioned Captain Blood yesterday. Turned out it's a Twitch Prime title today. Doing great, picked up Demon Tides and 100% the first level, wow. Catch up naps and prefer my naps and mustard. Mustard and onions. Toppings of champions. Pissed Demon Tides isn't on GOG. Sleep 2 hours since I only sleep 6 hours, full 8s, baby. I mean, I'll get a lot of good sleep tonight because I'm off tomorrow. Very happy about that. I'll have tomorrow to do important things and take care of stuff and whatnot. But them chat. I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. All 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So we'll see how that goes. I'll probably just work and then immediately sleep on Sunday to recharge for next week, because next week's gonna be eventful, chat, one way or the other, because as you all well know, there's a vote going on right now for our next big game, and wouldn't you know it, we paved the way for it last night. We finished Curse of Monkey Island last night. Took us a scant 3 nights to finish it, 9 hours total in game by my reckoning. Which means whatever genre y'all vote in for our next game, it's happening on Monday. It will be happening immediately. Good evening, Loder High. Good evening, Ms. Roy. Good to see both y'all. Glad you're here. Make sure you have voted if you haven't voted yet. If you've already voted, please don't vote. You can vote for as many options as you want. I only ask that you vote for each one once. And then on Saturday night, we will total everything up. And I will reveal to you what it is we're going to be doing. Unless I really... I'll tell you what won, for sure. As for the specific game, you know me. I might want to torment y'all. Until make you show up on Monday to find out what it is. But we'll see. Once only. Yeah, not once per night. We've tried different systems for like variable amounts of votes, and they never work out well. It really just has to be 1 vote per person. Good evening, Numbers Dread. Good to see you. Maitake mushrooms are so good. They are. They really are. Don't worry. I got you, buddy. You're fine. You're fine, Ms. Roy. It's our job to torture you. So hold up a sec. Okay, so Demon Tides, very good collectathon so far. I forgot those games have a point me towards the nearest collectible, and that level button is so useful for cleanup. I bet it is. I bet it is. I'm very used to now collectathons having unlockables that hint you towards the remaining collectibles. I have a real hard time going back to like the olden days of like, you know, GTA 3 and its secret packages where they just never give you any quarter on it. It's you find all 100 or fuck you. Spyro is the earliest series I know to have that. That more open-ended platforms should let you place down your own checkpoints throughout the level. I agree. It's kind of a rare thing, honestly, in Metroidvanias, specifically, to let you annotate your map yourself, but it's such a useful thing when they do. Because I don't think, offhand, there's not a single Metroidvania in-game map that I can think of that actually keeps track of all the information I want. I always end up losing something because it doesn't get marked on the map or it gets marked in a really weird way. Making split pea soup with maitake mushrooms in it. Forgot to chuck potato in. Whoops. Ah, well. Good evening, Manic. Report from day 0 of the convention. Hope things are shaping up well. Hope it's okay. I see. Fascinating. Well, I appreciate you going to such detail for us. Checking Steam's Checking Steam's Horse Fest sale and spotted a My Little Pony fan game. It seems different. Characters called Risky Crack and Poem the Pyromaniac. I'll roll with it. Shorted our vendor space by 800 square feet. Jesus Christ, that's a living space. I know I mentioned every time I yap about having Dark Souls style messages in the form of tagging levels of pre-made graffiti stamps you can mix and match is so inspired. That does sound really cool. It's only $25. Nice. Nice. I actually didn't have time to play anything today. After work, I had to get my girls. I had to take them around to activities. In between that, I had a bunch of chores and stuff that I needed to do. So I didn't get my requisite half hour of Star Rupture in, but I'm sure I'll find time for it tomorrow. So yeah. Anyway, chat. You may have noticed we're in a game right now, which is deeply, deeply odd for the power hours. Let me remind you all of the schedule real quick, and then we'll get to it, because we got stuff to do tonight. I mean, we're doing stuff right now, so. Convention seemed like prime territory to pull off a scam, true enough. Manic, thank you so much for the 160 stream streak. I really appreciate it. They play the demo to Key Fairy on the channel at some point. The game dropped yesterday. I can't remember how I came across it. Not here. I definitely didn't play anything called Key Fairy. But yeah, tonight, of course, is the Power Hours. We are going to be getting back to the magazine. We're well into the back half of the magazine. I don't know how much more there really is to do. Non-zero chance we finish it tonight, but if we don't finish it tonight, I'm pretty sure we'll finish it on Saturday. Tomorrow night is gonna be an indie variety night. Good old-fashioned indie variety night. I got some stuff that needs playing. No stream on Sunday, because I never stream on Sunday. And then, like I said, the vote that is going on now gets called on Saturday. At the end of Saturday's stream, I will let you know what it is we're starting on Monday, or at least the overarching genre, which is what y'all are voting on right now. Don't forget your options are JRPG, open world RPG, automation game, and or classic FPS. Those are your 4 options. And I don't think I clarified this at any point. None of these are like last chances, only chances. All 4 of these represent games that I am definitely going to stream at some point. You're essentially just deciding the order here. And it's not just about which game wins the vote. I do look at the margins for everything. I pay particular attention to what comes in second, because there's a strong possibility that whatever comes in second will be played after the thing that wins. So, yeah, every vote counts, chat. In my system. I make it a point to reward democracy as much as any reasonable person can. So. Speaking of Star Trek, the Star Trek Stellaris clan has taken a huge different rating since the release. Well, you know why, right? I do hope you know why. I talked about it when it happened. Paradox completely dropped support for it. They canceled development, let the development team go. So it is left in its woefully underwhelming state, which honestly that game deserved way better. It like all Paradox games, it launched as a promising start and just didn't go anywhere. What's up, Chaos? Interesting time to show up. PM Collector Boy just happened to mention the Star Trek Stellaris clone, and I was just reminding everyone that one ceased development. That just a handful of months after it launched, Paradox ceased development of it and let the dev team go. So it's just kind of sitting there in an incomplete state, which super sucks. But it is what it is. Only Stellaris will get support because Paradox is baby. Paradox all over the place. Fucked it up, yeah. Paradox selling Surviving Mars second time. So yeah. Alright. So, chat. Metal Max returns. You might remember not last Power Hours, but the Power Hours before. We got a request in for Metal Max, and I was ill-prepared for it. I did not have a translated ROM hack of it to play, and it is a pretty dense-looking tactical RPG. So I just kind of ran around in the training room for a minute and made up my own story, which apparently wasn't too far off from the actual story. But I said we would return to this one at some point, and I felt obligated. I felt it only appropriate to throw it in at the beginning of tonight's stream and actually take a proper look at it before we get back into the magazine proper. So I say let's go ahead and do it. I know this is generally verboten around here, being only a scant 15 minutes into the stream and playing a video game, but, you know. Why not? What's our name, chat? 4 characters. I think I heard some rumblings that a remake of Chrono Trigger is being considered. God, I hope not. I've kind of... Peen? We'll take Peen. Peen's a good one. Finn. Max, I meant it with a tilde. Knob nerd butts. What? You want to be a monster hunter? Haven't you given up that pipe yet? Haven't you given up that pipe dream yet, Peen? How could Peen give up on pipe? Come on, Dad. Father, don't get angry. Hear him out. Don't interfere, girl. How many times have I told you about the value of honest living? Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad. I'm coming to you live from 2026, where there is no such thing as honest living anymore. Why don't you get it, you bloody idiot? Why don't you get a job at the AI farms like a good, honest boy? You're a disgrace, I'm disowning you. Go stumble around out in the cold a bit. Maybe I'll cool off that hot head of yours. See, Dad is a boomer. Just dragged us down a ladder? Chuck us down a chute? Get lost, scram. I don't give a damn where you go. Wow, Dad's even shittier than, like, I was making up last time. And then came the dawn. This is kind of weird music for getting fucking disowned. Wahahaha, what's up, kiddo? Been making trouble again? Your old man gave you the boot. Alternative universe where instead of names like Dick being normal, it was Peen. Leorad. Wait, is that... Okay, Leorad must be the town we're in. No one is in a vehicle. Dad, quit being a prick. No one is... Oh. Oh, that just happened. So, right top button is the vehicle shortcut? Why is there no speech shortcut? Peen, you're back in one piece, thank goodness. You must be tired, right? I hope you sleep well. Oh, okay. Check. Peen opened the wooden box, got 7 gold. Something inside. You found sister's towel. Do I, not sure I want that. Nothing at your feet. Keep your chin up, Peen. See you later. Keep your chin on your peen. Fuck, does he look like Kyle from South Park? I mean, he really does, too. Something inside, you found liquid M-Toll. Found fire extinguisher. Oh god, my house is gonna burn down now. They're all gonna die. Lots of albums here. Peen looked at the picture of his mom. She looks so young and beautiful. You found Dad's shirt. I don't think I want Dad's shirt. There's a mirror in front of you. Despite everything, you're still Peen. I love these options. Speak, party, check, tanks, BS con, and drive. Oh my god, this looks like the Earthbound interface. Okay. Locales, tanks, items, trunk, fugitives, or wanted, hunted, chime, edit. This is pretty damn good for a Deities game. It looks really involved. Like, really involved. They say I might be a hunter, eh? Give it up already. I'll never be able to hack it, kid. Hey, welcome. Looking to do some repairs? We got everything. Oh, it's just you. Nothing of giving up and coming back home already, are you? Guess not. The trunk room provides security for the assets of monster hunters. What can I do for you today, Peen? Nothing. Sponge your armor and restock your ammo here at the refill station. If you're in a vehicle, that is. We expect to get done without one. P for Peen is this way. This must be the Peen Bay. You can store your multiple Peens here. Art style's really charming. This is a scrap heap. Be careful out there. This is where you'll end up. I like it. Oh, what the hell? Welcome to the village of Leorad. Aren't you the mechanics kid? So, whoa, that was like a sub area inside the village? Our house is inside, like, the hangar area inside the village. The rumor going around that a tank is buried somewhere in a cave south of here, so there's a bunch of damned hunters swarming around here trying to get their mitts on it. I want a tank. heard a renowned hunter is here in town. At the bar, perhaps? You're asking me what I think the meaning of life is? No, I'm not. You gotta find that one out for yourself. What is it gonna be, chat? Dungeon Dance or 7mm Cannon of Tears? Also, I love this pixel art jukebox. This owns. Cannon of Tears. Oh, that's awesome. Sounds like sad moment music. All right, what's Dungeon Dance? Okay, this one I dig. I'm afraid 7mm Cannon of Tears was a bit of a letdown, chat. What's up, old man? Gaze without flinch. Oh, Jesus Christ. Gaze without flinching upon this desolate world. Have you blazed new trails upon it? Have you reached out to your fellow man? Once you answer those questions, you will know the worth of your own life. Wow. 2026 mood right there. Hey, check these. Holy shit! That looks awesome! Dr. Rafflesia. That's a crazy ass enemy. Dude. So what's the other one? They got their PhD. The Salmonella clan. Thing got his doctorate. Their parents must be so proud. Go ahead, Shadows, please, because this is, yeah. Clearly this is something special. I've heard about the lone hunter who drives a bright red tank. No. His bright red tank thirsts for blood. His skill is legendary, and even his fellow bounty hunters fear him. His name is Red Wolf. That's okay. Just listen to those cowards gossiping about me. This shitty booze is tasting worse every second. Oh, treat everyone. Follow that. That be replaced 50's nostalgia with tanks and sunglasses. Okay. So it's kind of like the 80s anime version of Fallout. Fallout cross with Dominion Tank Police, maybe. I'm not staying. Metal Max will play on Mad Max. Okay, cool. Yeah, broke as hell. Hey, Metal Man Mintz who lives around here? No, I heard he's researching how to raise the dead. Old Man Mintz. I guess that's you. I am the illustrious scientific mastermind, Dr. Mintz. Hell now, what business might you have with me? Percent corpse. Let's chat. My assistant Igor is out finding fresh corpses for me. If you come across any, bring them straight to me. Okay, you fucking weirdo. Oh, there's someone there, all right. What the fuck? Master was experimenting with sand sharks, but it worked a little too well. We were run out of mad. I haven't seen Little Illet since. The detail here is shocking. This is really cool. Peen looked at the woman's picture. She looks so young and beautiful. Peen only has one response to ladies' portraits. Ted Broiler, gahahaha. Look at that cyber chicken. Oh dear. Grave Reads Experiment 29, Cannon Hopper. Peen also has one eye. Alright, well, let's see here. Maybe unwise. I'm gonna wander out of town. I'm gonna see if I can go to that cave with the tank. Would that be here? Equip armor first. Do I have arms? Ping pong shop, denim overalls. That's all I got. I can't wear anything else. I don't know what sister's towel or dad's shirt is for. Also, I like how much this series puts in environmental storytelling. Should come to look for the tank too? Yeah. I hear the famous red wolf is also down here somewhere. I better hurry. I'll get to the tank before I will. You have a ping pong gun and are dressed like a redneck. Let's go! Meteor snail. Peen attacks! Meteor snail took no damage. Breathe sand. 17 damage. Oh, God. That's bad. Flee! Peen ran away. Peen peered into the open box. Unsurprisingly, it's empty. 75% faster than regular snail. Enormous ant. Peen attacks. Enormous ant took 8 damage. You defeated it. And the other one ran away. What the hell was up with that snail then? I get 1 experience points. You know, an easy fix for that is to just ensure that your player always gets at least 2 experience points. Murderous amoeba and enormous ant. I think I'm gonna die. I get the sense that death is certain. Yeah, maybe not. Where is the XP? Yes, yeah. But I mean, think about it. Like, as long as you're not doing, like, small numbers, how often... I don't have any... Is this healing? Oh, I think I might have blinded them? That's interesting. Like, how often do you get 1 experience point from an encounter? Peen died. The party was wiped out. Ooh, what a delightfully fresh specimen! With a specimen of this quality, my experiment will be a triumph! The kid'll be the death of me yet, not like he cares. These electric shocks, you shall be revived! Oh, I will. Cool. Alright, that was it. Kicked in the bean. So, okay, real quick. I'd like to move on to the magazine, but real quick, I want to see if there's like an equipment shop in town that I was supposed to go to. An exoskeleton shop. Looking for some tools, you'll find them here. What do you want? Okay. Healing capsules. No, I'm looking for weapons and equipment. This is where I'll find them. Ping pong shot is what we have. Bow gun is 80. Shotgun is 180. Okay. I want to see if there's random encounters on the world map, and if they are easier than the ones that, just owned us. Okay, yeah, that... Answer the first question, yes. Wandering poly tank? It's a jerry can with legs. Get him, Peen. 3 damage. Moping around. That's so funny. Nice miss. So wait, is the first enemy you encounter in this game does it just do nothing? 2 experience points, 4 pieces of gold. And you found army gloves. I love the design of putting feet on objects. I agree. I agree. Equip. Give me another one of those. Give me another mopey tank. No, those are murderous amoebas. I got one. I dodged. Wow, he's just dodging everything. Does the map say crime country? Does it? 4 experience, 6 pieces of gold. It does. Crime country. We must be in the lawless district or something. Fucking meteor snail. I'm not doing this. Big ass ant. Or just America. Land of crimes. Good experience. Found ant nectar. Just let me level up. Anya's version of a really funny Easter egg? Yeah, let's hear it. Ow. 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 I've been peened. Okay, let's go ahead and stop here. I wanted to get a proper look at this game and see how it starts out and what the plot hook is. Honestly, this is really cool. I would not mind revisiting this in greater scale at some point. Normally, other party members in the game have set names. You pick and the game goes, okay, clearly I don't give a shit, and names other members beasts. That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. I'll keep this one on our short list of otherwise unknown RPGs to maybe play through someday. This does seem to have some Earthbound DNA, and I would imagine more than just the interface. So, pretty cool, chat. Pretty cool. But for now, welcome back to Nintendo Power Chat. January 1996. We are all the way on page 72 of this fine issue. We've made it to the classified information, which finally, after what, 8 years, has gotten a makeover. Feels a bit like a downgrade to me, if you ask me. I mean, I'm sure it's mainly nostalgia talking. I was so used to the manila envelope motif. But yeah, the early Photoshop embossed circuit board doesn't really do it for me. Metal Max fucking owns the game series. I'm glad to see you had a good first impression. Kind of like the whole cybernetic thing yourself. It's very 90s. Much like the direction this entire magazine is going in. It's very, very, very 90s. Good evening, QT Goat. QT Goat, I'm so sorry. I'm afraid you just missed a 20-minute look at Metal Max Returns. I actually bothered to go out and get the translated ROM for it so we could have a proper look. Oh, you're listening while doing the dishes. Wonderful. Okay. I would hate for you to miss out on something fun like that. And it's because I wasn't really overexposed in this design era due to being 2000s baby. No, that's fair. I do think in some cases it's a lot easier to be nostalgic for something you didn't actually experience. When it has that kind of foreign charm to it. Having lived through it, yeah, it's definitely lost a lot of the kitsch for me. It wasn't Commander Keen a platformer season. Art style of the 90s is a Gen X cyber theme. Alright, so this month they're talking about Yoshi's Island's bonus game practice mode. I've actually never tried this, but I mean the bonus game, you can play enough of the bonus games, especially if you're going for 100% playthrough, that you don't really need the extra practice. Stage select and Izzy's quest for the Olympic rings. Of course, you would have to play Izzy's quest for the Olympic rings, experience that. A stage skip in Earthworm Jim 2. Again, you would have to experience Earthworm Jim 2 for that. Free money and Biker Mice from Mars. Stage select and Separation Anxiety. That's a Spooderman game. A crazy hard difficulty level in Sparkster. That sounds intimidating. Nigh Infinite Lives and the best co-pilot in Jungle Strike. And then I am covering up, well, not entirely. I'm covering up Virtual League Baseball. For some special matchups. I have to admit, Earthworm Jim Pog facing that stage title is kind of funny to me. Here's that, Baker Mice! Alright, we got more games on deck, chat. Let's do it. There's really not a whole lot to talk about here with the classified information, because, I mean, whatever personality, this might be part of it too, whatever personality this segment had in earlier issues, kind of gone. They're trying here. Having trouble carrying all those cows around. If the original Spider-Man Venom team-up was Maximum Mayhem, want to make life even harder for your furry friend. I mean, it's all very boilerplate. Yeah, we don't even have the agent numbers now. Every time I see Earthworm Jim, I like it less. Strategically placed to hide the Virtual Boy game. You know how it go. You know how it be. All right. Let's indulge in old Yoshi's Island, chat, and then we'll jump straight over to Biker Mice from Mars. I mean, where else would Biker Mice come from, frankly? What is this song? It's quite ocean-coded. You will... It is an ocean game. You would never in a million years guess it, though. I'll let you try. But I guarantee you will never, ever, ever get where it's from. What the fuck, Arcane? What the fuck? You cheated. Clearly you love ocean. Guarantee Void in LA County. What's up, Deep Thought? Good to see you. Alright. Alright. Flintstones, the movie, the game soundtrack. Be muted while I play some Yoshi's fucking Island. Eat your Flintstones vitamins. I heard they're not the same. Somebody in chat actually tried them and said they weren't the same anymore. Like, all these have really well cut out logos, a lot of effort, and then his easiest question is fucking essay screenshot. Who fucking cares? Yeah. Alrighty. Boing. Guess we're gonna finish World 2. How am I doing on score? Oh. Imperfect run, chat. Offends my sensibilities. Watch out for Lakitu. Dun 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 dun. Gimme, 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 gimme! Aw. Give me that. I feel like I'm gonna need it. I probably did need it. As a kid, I ate a bunch of Flintstones vitamins in one go. Parents were worried, but nothing happened. Yoshi's Island is a lot of game. It is true. It is extremely true. It is a big-ass platformer. And I feel like deceptively so for the era. Because, you know, you had Mario World, which had, like, the big world map, right? Oh, God. I fucked it. Sorry, Yoshi. Got the good okra. Got the okra and bok choy and the split pea soup. Should be good. Should be good. The child. The baby. How fortuitous we stopped on this level, huh? Y'all can make fun of me being a big old fuck up. Oh, that's why they're here. I love the sound of swallowing the star guys. Don't read into that, chat. Oh, hello. No, they went over the top! Shit, I needs them. I didn't even get them all. Yeah, I'm not stupid. Okay, maybe I'm a little stupid. Oh, sound design choices from this game returned the Wii Mario franchise and onward. Ooh, I might have beefed that. That's gonna go down the hole. Yep, that's gonna go right down the hole. I think that was just little star guys. I think. Oh, chat. Oh, it was a key. Okay. I always feel really bad doing this. These guys are so happy. And now he's not. But you know what? Them's the breaks. Murderer! No! Let me up here! God damn your eyes. Is there a way up there? Maybe not. Whatever. We might come back that way. Maybe that's what you need the key for. No, we're not. Never mind. Never mind. Ooh. I love all these little secret balloons. Clouds things. Ooh. No! Oh man, it's being so mean now. Levels are being so mean, chat. Oh shit. That's not all. So the Japanese love big band music more than we do. Oh! I do love Super Baby Mario. Miss anything? Nope. See, actually, the SAS circuit board on display down there. Yep. The whole board architecture. Now, see, that would be cool. I certainly understand why they wouldn't do that, but that would have been cool if it was actually like straight up the system architecture there. Oh, damn it. Come here, yeah. So this is kind of cool. You can actually eat these bubbles and then spit them back out. The game actually needs like a second to load when you do that because it's like, oh my god, I can't believe we're doing this. This guy's a weirdo. I don't know what his deal is. They did bring back the Shy Guys. That's honestly one of this game's greatest contributions to the Mario franchise is ensuring that Shy Guys did not die out. Ensuring them a life beyond Mario 2. That's all the red coins. Ah! Oh, I forgot about that. Ah, that's a tricky one. Well, I missed one of the flowers too. Probably from that key house. Let's get the bonus timer items just for the ending. Multi-directional tongue, God's gift to Nintendo. Fun fact about Yoshi's Island, old beta ROMs that got discovered the game at the title of Yoshi's Island Super Mario Bros. 5. Oh, interesting. Oh boy, gambling. Come, tiny baby, let us gamble for your future. And just eat total shit. The Cave of the Mystery Maze. The dragonflies are such a nice touch. And the butterflies. God, this is such a lovely game. Everything is great, chat. 99% of Yoshis give up before they get all Shy Guys. Hills already have eyes, not hugely for mountains that have faces. Nice. I think it's the only game to have decorative dragonflies. Surely not the only one. Damn it. Love that. Mastering trick shots in this game will really help you keep your star total up. If you're not so good at keeping Baby Mario away from K-Mac. Treasure boxes and Toad's House and Super Mario Bros. 3 are all predetermined? Really? They're constant? That's crazy. I had no idea. And this is coming from somebody who memorized all 8 board layouts for the match card game. Can confirm if saves come out in emulators experiment before. That's crazy. I had no idea. That's a door. Oh, and I can't go back, so I probably missed out on some good shit. Womp womp. Oh, the cannon guy is weird. You don't see him very often, but he's like indestructible. If I can get a key, I can get in there. Oh, I gotta go around again. So I guess this is the mystery maze they were talking about. Not a terribly complicated one, frankly. Oh, and there were red coins up there, too. Freaking love this game. It is my favorite Mario game. I love the perspective on these levels. It's so cool. So many of the levels in the game just like blew me away. Just so visually striking, you know? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. I didn't realize the Chuck Rock could just straight fucking kill you. There's another one where the egg throwing can be aimed instead of hold and release. I think there's an alternate control scheme where you can do that. But I just never use it. I never played this game and haven't seen it until the powers. I'm amazed this game looks so stylish for the NES era. I mean, they went all out with this. Like, they really did use the power of the Super FX chip to do all, like, to push the hardware to its limits. Devs are really cooking with the sound design of this game with sole exception of Baby Mario. I still can't believe people complain about that. Like, I still can't believe people actually make hay about that. Do you get bothered by the crying? Like, it's not even a parent thing. Even, like, long before I ever had kids of my own, it did not bother me at all. Drawing lots. Flip only one card. I guess I ran out of ideas by this one. Here's 6 items. Pick one. Oh, get fucked. Eat absolute shit. You just like it's very effective sound design. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. Hello. Love these guys. Giant egg. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh, it didn't matter. There's some tricky stuff later in the game with posts and these bridges where you gotta knock down the posts before building the bridges. Get fucked. So yeah, the giant eggs make an earthquake when they hit the ground. And the earthquake makes stars, and I just wasted my other two, so that's cool. Yoshi's consumed their enemies for fuel. Key got. Gather coins! If you're good at jumping off this guy's head, you can basically just cheat this one. The song is in Mario 64. I mean, this song never went away. It's just it's a jazzier version of the original bonus scene music. It has always been there, and it always shall be there. Yeah, when you play a lot of Mario games, especially if you play like all of them in sequence, like I do. Wait, what did I do? Wait, what did that do? I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, it made the coins real. That's what happened. See, they never forgot the Atari Mario Brothers game. Oh shit. I think you get a 1-up if you shoot that guy enough times. It's fine. Never played Mario 64, I just know all the cool ROM hacks instead of the actual game. Ah, that's okay, I don't need that. But yeah, play the series and you'll start to see how many callbacks they do from game to game. I really like those guys. No, that coin. Or Yoshi's cookie callbacks? Nowhere, because nobody gives a shit. I'm out. Chat, I'm out. I need those guys. Haha! Just spike that egg straight into the ground. Strike the earth, chat. God, I love this song. I love this song so much. And me with no eggs. Does this game actually remember the items you get? It does remember the items you get. Okay. So I actually could have gotten that, but it's okay. These things happen. Why'd you marry it then? One of the few things that's not legal in California, as it turns out. I don't know if 3 is enough, but I kind of don't care. Eat! There it is. There it is. Secrets! Secrets upon secrets upon secrets. Eat the Shy Guy was having a seizure. Oh, I don't remember which one's the good one. I'm going down this one. Geronimo! That was it! I actually got the flower. Oops. There's actually a red coin if you pound this all the way in. There's something. A 1-up. I'll take it. I'm sorry, I can't bring myself to pound in the rest of this post. We gotta move on. I gotta get on with my life. Staircase breaking your brain. Just don't think about it too hard. Definitely stop if you start smelling toast. Yeah! I got popped. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Are you a good driver? It's easy. Use B to avoid your enemies. Oh boy! Did you know Yoshi is a licensed automobile? Whee! Ow. This is now a putt-putt game. Ah, shit. I'm not sure I've ever made that jump, like, ever. IRL drivers consider pedestrians enemies, too. Modifications are not legal. I missed 2 coins. 98% chat. Still an A. What if I actually try? Eggy. Eggy. No, watermelon. I'm just saying if you had a button in your car that lifted the chassis 5 meters while in motion, you could pull over so fast. Not wrong. Not wrong. The Potted Ghost's Castle. Potted Ghost's pretty neat. Most of the bosses in this game are pretty neat. Saw that one up. I got it! I mean, look at this, like, chat, look at the background here. Look at how much detail there is. The tasteful parallaxing. Oh my god. I sentence you to Las Vegas steaks for that value. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Arcane? Fun fact. You can eat the fireballs. And then Yoshi breathes flame. Does this game also have a find the right path dungeon? Yeah. Yeah. It's a Mario game. It's a legal requirement. Can you say parallaxing 10 times fast? Parallaxing, 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 parallaxing. Yeah, I can actually. Take me down to the parallax city where the far moves slow and the near moves quickly. That's really good. I like that. That's really good. I love the one like crayon drawn cloud in the sky. That's a great touch. Do 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 do. Now say Virtual Boy 10 times fast while looking in a mirror. Yoshi is also Steam Locomotive. This one's really cool though. Whee! This really is one of the best what the hell were they smoking and can I have some Mario games out there. Ooh, poopy. Yoshi go down to hole. Oh, this one's fun. Little ghost bomb relay. I think we gotta do this for a key. Ah! This one is also like so random. I don't even know what this is or what purpose this possibly serves. But yeah, there's some squishy stuff on the ceiling. If Yoshi gets into it, he goes nuts trying to like stay in it. Ah, here we go. Somehow the bombs don't break this flower pot. Punishment for your hubris of jumping. Another great thing about Yoshi's Island, you don't have to hold a button to run. Have you ever seen a bomb break a flower pot? I mean, not personally. It's not the kind of situation that I tend to get myself into. When throwing, you may stop the aiming cursor by holding L or R. This can greatly increase your accuracy. I think this pipe system would work well. here first? Yes. We got some Berts. Suck it, Bert. Not so bashful now, are ya? I was gonna say, I think navy blue Yoshi is a pretty good look. By the way, Mario became a plumber. Imagine being a plumber, you're scoping a pipe on a job, and you see it open in a large chamber with a locked door inside. That would be fucking cool. And I think in canon, that's like basically the origin of the Mario Bros. They were on a job, looked in a particularly big pipe, and ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom. Don't touch the thorns, they will knock you out. You can destroy the thorns by hitting them with eggs. Really, you can handle any problem by hitting it with enough eggs. Again, I don't know what the point of that is. I really don't. Aha. I'd like to see more of the other color Yoshis in the series. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, oh man. This room fucking sucks when you're doing 100%. Cause these guys grab Baby Mario, and yeah, that's fucking it. And they are very maneuverable. And they just pop out of nowhere because of the way this place is organized. But there's a mid-ring here. So if you have the wherewithal not to tag it immediately, I mean, obviously it's not gonna be here. Yeah, if you can hold back and not take more than like 10 seconds of quote unquote damage, then you can redeem yourself. Key! There we go. There we go. And hitting the ring turns all the enemies on the screen into star guys as well, so. Play Super Mario Sunshine has got many Yoshi colors, but then you have to play Sunshine. And then there's another ring here, so. It's like, whatever, man. How did I do anyway? Oh, 100%. I like Sunshine, and I'm happy for you. I really am. It's just, I can't do it. Yoshi, dear, that baby is going to cause disaster to befall the Koopas. So get him here before you accidentally get hurt. Yeah. I love his utter lack of gorm. Now, it's interesting that him, like, swiping at you with his face doesn't actually do any damage. The only thing that can hurt you here, aside from somehow falling off the platform, are those will-o-wisps. Well, I think he's in trouble now. Sunshine was fun when I run it as a kid. I wasn't good at it though. Collectathon stuff isn't your favorite. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. I wish they'd go back to making Mario games with this kind of like childishly gleeful vibe to it. Mario Wonder was close. Mario Wonder was probably the closest game in years to come to this, but it was also pretty unique in its own right. Certainly not complaining about it. I'm just saying, I would really like another Yoshi's Island style game. The delayed stretch he does for falling. That is great animation, yeah. What do you think Yoshi uses to detonate these castles? C4? Alright, I think that's enough Yoshi's Island for one night, chat. Doing four levels in a stretch is pretty good. His ass. It's his ass. Semtegs, I like that. I like castles just do that. Castles in the Mushroom Kingdom and adjoining kingdoms are extremely unstable. All right. This might be a bit of a rough jump, chat. Oh, it's Konami joint. Remember when that meant something. Definitely has that Konami soundscape. Oh, right. This is like rock and roll racing.
Let's rock and ride.
Let's rock and ride. Yeah. So we got Throttle, leader of the Biker Mice, Moto, Vinny, Limburger, Grease Pit, and Carbuncle. I'm gonna be this gross ass motherfucker. Nyahahaha. Did the Nintendo Power Codes help? I already forgot what the codes were for. Like round select or something? This is a race. I have no money. Square Town. Okay, I do like that he's running around on a mechanical bug. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I said this the last time we played this, chat, but there are definitely worse things to do with your time than copy rock and roll racing. Was the show full of racing? I'm pretty sure the show was just trying real hard to be off-brand Ninja Turtles. What the fuck was that? Oh. Okay, that was pretty funny. Okay, so I can't shoot if I can get close enough to see people. Oh, do I have like a... Oh! Okay, so you have like 2 power, or... I don't know where I got that particular power, but... What the hell? How did that miss? Oh, fuck. And I'm back at 6th. Well, that was definitely worth it. That's an Akira bike. Oh, you get, I see. You get a special item or something. Oh, fuck off. You get a special item or something every time you cross the finish line. Well, that brand Ninja Turtles are recognized as House Samurai Pizza Cats. Show's trying to prevent the Plutarchians from destroying Earth the way they did Mars. I see. All right, well, I did awful. Money! Shop! Welcome to Last Chance. It's 5,000. Fuck it. I didn't mean to do that. All right, one more race. Tires, what tires? Mid-sea, I remember this. So yeah, this escalates quickly. It goes from like a plain square to like a big winding sea cliff course. All right, so the way this game is designed, the first lap is just a straight lap. No weapons, no gimmicks, no nothing. And then after you cross the finish line that first time, everybody has their full arsenal. And it recharges every time, like every new lap. Nice cornering, Doc. Case in point. Oh god. Ha! Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Also, my special item for this lap was money. Not terribly practical considering I'm in sixth place. Calling this game designed, I think, is really generous. Oh, be nice. Again, there are definitely worse things to do with your development time than make your own version of rock and roll racing. There are plenty of much crappier takes on rock and roll racing and racing games in general out there. Honestly, I would probably rate this one pretty high in terms of racing games. I can think of quite a few I'd rather not play. More games need mechanical bugs as vehicles. However, every single lap I've gotten money as my special weapon, which hasn't been terribly helpful. Fortunately, my mutation beam has been good to me. Every single lap I got money. No nitrous, no earthquake, nothing to actually help me win. God damn. I will say it's really, really hard to line up your weapon shots in this. Ah, that fucker. Oh, I had that too. Medieval sciences, being medieval science is OP and money is your only reward is how you're nerfed. They gave me an earthquake in the first one. That's disappointing. Alright, definitely moving up in the world. Got myself $3,500 from that. Alright, anyway. Biker Mice from Mars. I mean... I would rather play Rock and Roll Racing, frankly. I'm just being real, chat. I was never a Biker Mice from Mars fan anyway, so. Alright, moving on. MK3, let the combat begin! It has begin! This is how I do all the fatalities and stuff, and babalities, and animalities, and friendships, and stuff, and thing. I mean, it's Mortal Kombat, chat. I want to say skip this. I mean, yeah, we've seen plenty of Mortal Kombat 3 at this point, and I'm terrible at it, so it doesn't really add anything to the evening. Now, Final Fight 3, though. What are you talking about, Final Fight 3? Capcom's smash hit Street Fighting series returns with a 24 megabit bang. Once more, terror rules the streets of Metro City. Join two-fisted Mayor Mike Hagar and his team of martial arts masters as they battle a sinister gang through 6 stages of side-scrolling mayhem. Final Fight 3 features a bevy of hidden areas and bonus levels. That's not terribly common in beat-em-ups as far as I know. A wide variety of attack styles, 1 and 2 player modes, and lots of options add to the fun. Let's get gay hard for Hagar. Hagar. Alright, so after Hagar put the Mad Gear gang out of business, bloody fighting erupted even as even more ruthless gangs fought for domination of the streets. The dust has settled, the Skull Cross gang commanded Metro City. Now it's time to take back the streets. Capcom's packed Final Fight 3 with secret rooms and hidden routes. In some places, you can even avoid a battle with a boss. Scenery ranges from seedy back streets to a Chinese restaurant to a plush penthouse. Take on the gang alone with a friend or with a computer-controlled partner. Okay. One of 2 new members of Hagar's team, Detective Lucia, gets her kicks by bringing crooks to justice. Alright, so we got... Let's see. Hagar allows no slackers on his side, and that goes for 2 newest comrades. Don't be deceived by Detective Lucia's slight build. She attacks with the fury of 10 macho men. Ooh, yeah! Dean is a walking dynamo, juicing enemies with his electric combo. When a jam, Lucia launches a hurricane spinner, and Dean switches on an electric shock. Classic. So your ultimate move drains your health when you use it. Metro City plays Megamind? Yeah, juicing. Juicing used to mean things, chat. Oh, Guy is also in this game. So there's actually 4 playable characters in this. Hagar, Guy, Lucia, and Dean. Tases people. The constant resurgence of ruthless gangs is an indication that Mayor Mike needs to divert some of the macho men budget towards social programs and education. Oh no! Can't just be given those handouts. Who the hell is Dean? Electro guy? Question mark? All right, round 1 looks pretty normal. You fight through an alleyway and then punch Dave, a renegade cop who's crossed over the Skull Cross gang. Round 2 is more mean streets. You can duck into the diner here for some special encounters. And then at the end of the level, you have to fight the head waiter at a barbecue joint. Street Fighter 6 is any indication he absolutely didn't get rid of Mad Gear. To be fair, Hagar possibly died. After you clear the sidewalk of pugilistic pedestrians, a bus headed to the docks may come along. Once aboard, you'll have to brawl with a bunch of thugs who simply refuse to stay in their seats. Sometimes a bus will take you to an old bus yard. You have to slug it out with Kane, also known as the Destroyer. Round 4. Oh, they take you through all the levels here. There's only 6 levels. The final boss is named Black. Not the best look, but let's do it, chat. Let's fight some finals. He didn't die, the game just acts like it. All right, here we go. Capcom. Poor citizens of Metro City, the nightmare never ends. See, the Mad Gear was a calming influence on the criminal underworld. Several months later, Mayor Mike Hagar got a call from an old friend. How does he stay in office with crime this high? I don't understand. Long time no see, guy. How did your training go? Pretty well. I think I learned a few new moves. See, Mr. Mayor, I'm Detective Lucia of the Special Crimes Unit. The city is under attack. What? Got a huge riot that just broke out in the center of town. If we don't move quick, they're going to rip Metro City apart. Guy, I'm gonna need your help. You got it. Wait a minute, Mr. Mayor. I can lead you to them. Who the heck are you? Does it really matter? Yes! Yes, it absolutely matters. All you need to know is that I know where they... Okay. I've got to try to trust you. You're leading me into a trap. I'm gonna grind you into the pavement. Arr. Let's hit the streets. I'm on my way. Yes, sir. Is he a betrayer? First Final Fight is probably the only beat 'em up I ever completed. The Amiga version was solid and a lot of fun. I don't think I've ever beaten... No, I beat the Alien vs. Predator beat 'em up because I fucking love that game. I beat the Simpsons beat 'em up. And I beat both of those in the arcade by spending a frankly inordinate amount of money on them. After that, I don't think I beat another beat 'em up until Castle Crashers on Xbox Live Arcade. Yeah. No. Fun fact. I weighed myself today. I am the exact same height and weight as Guy. Was Final Fight 3 console only? I don't know. I do not know. Dean is 6'6" and 214 pounds. Lucia is 5'8", 115. Jesus. Hagar is 6'7" and 269 pounds. Nice. Well, okay. Under normal circumstances, I would play as Lucia because I like playing as the pretty ladies in these games, but we'll play as Hagar. Ugh. Yeah, she is skin and bones. That is not healthy. Ugh. Dean, oh, you're right! Dean is clearly Captain Commando. You're absolutely right. I knew I'd seen that hair somewhere. Suffer like G did. I've got my super. How do I use it? No. I do not like Hagar's design in this game. I was already a little skeptical of the ponytail. But yeah, I'm not feeling it. That's how he stays in office. Hagar just gives people stacks of money he finds. This is ominous. I appreciate that Hagar still opens every attack by punching guys in the dick. I want to suplex somebody. No, not that. I don't know what to do. Hagar design kind of weak, sadly. I think it looked like in his anime as if he's going rollerblading. Yeah. Oh, hi, input reading, my old friend. Oh, that's cool. You can spinning pile drive these guys. Heh. I see an enemy named Billy. Now I want to see if there's a Jimmy. Would be terribly appropriate for that the competitive nature of the 90s. I hope you can forgive me for being a bit tired, Chad. I was up at 5 a.m. today. I've been awake for, what, 17 hours? What up, big man? Oh, God. Dave! Oh, Dave. You wound me, sir. You can't avoid it even if you're in the air. Ah, boo. I wonder if it... Oh, it's easier to avoid if you go vertical. Super is grapple them, then right, down, Y. Oh, fuck. Ah, boo. Right, down. Okay, hang on. That didn't work. Fuck off! Not really experienced with 2 and 3, so I way more Streets of Rage experience in Final Fight. Pixel art looks weird, like it's a bit too clean, like it's softening. I think that it's just lacking a bit of detail. The lines between things are very soft. Once the battle of it won, it quickly became clear that the riot was simply a smoke. Chat! I don't think Lucia has an ass. I think she just has legs. She looks really weird. Sorry about before, there just wasn't time to explain. My name is Dean, and I used to be just another fighter on the Street Fighter circuit. With that Hank Hill ass, yeah. But when I refused to join the Skullcross gang, those maniacs slaughtered my family. Now I'm going to hunt down every last one of them. Down and make them pay. Hunt down every last one of them down. Down. Yeah, I gotta agree. I think the pixel art in this one's a bit lacking. Like, I think this is a pretty good example. That guy right there seems like his color palette seems really washed out. Like, he looks like he should be part of the background and not an enemy to fight. Yeah, and the backgrounds have a lot of big, flat-colored areas. Yeah, I can't help but feel like this one's a bit lacking. Oh! Wow, that was cool. The lower margins, one solid color, yep. I mean, the super was cool, but at the same time, like, is there really any point to using your super on anything other than boss? Video games, the ultimate fantasy, elected official being useful. We need a Mike Hagar in Washington right now. Foot! Wait, $1 foot long? Seriously? I'll take that action. This game accurately predicted Costco. Bad thing about gaming at night is the games make me hungry. Yeah, for me the bad thing about gaming at night is the games make me sleepy. Unless they're extremely action-packed. I just pounded Fat Jack off screen. Fat Jack is jacked! Fat Jack is not jacked, that's all muscle. What the shit, man? You actually did it, you wish for Idiocracy to exist because it's the actual favorable outcome compared to reality. I know, right? How fucking depressing is that? Damn! Powerlifter body. That guy's name was Arby. Take me to your roast beef. here. Oh, here we go. Hell yeah, secret path. Up. Sexy Dom enemy. It's a beat 'em up, chat. They're always there. Leather clad, stiletto heeled. Comes in multiple colors. Called him and served me cold food last night. Please kill him. I'm going to hit you with a lady. Good old jumping kicks. Oh! The invincible? No. He just has one of those classic, like, multi-part life bars. Where first you have to change the life bar color until it turns the normal color, and then it operates like a normal life bar. I'm pretty over those. I count myself lucky that I actually found a cabinet for the AVP beat 'em up somewhere. The AVP beat 'em up is like peak. Of the beat 'em ups I've played, it is far and away the best. It actually has an interesting plot, which is pretty rare for games like this. Anyway, I'm good on Final Fight 3. It's it feels unnecessary, and I feel a little bad saying that, but I don't know. It doesn't really feel like it pushes much past Final Fight 1 or 2. It's only 6 stages, you know? Oh, we made it to the Virtual Boy bit, chat. But I think we've played these games already for the most part. Thank you for avenging me. On one night a year, fairies come to Earth to haunt hell and raise havoc with human kids. That night, of course, is Halloween. The Jack Bros look forward to the scariest of eves all year long. It is, after all, the most fun they have all year. But what happens when they don't return to their own land before the evening ends? When the mysterious fairies portal closes before they pass through the 3 mischievous brothers? When the mysterious fairies portal closes, before they pass through, the 3 mischievous brothers find out. Okay, cool. Yep, SMT Origins. This is the closest we're gonna get for a while. But yeah, like, this is like what they look like. Yeah, this is what Jack Frost looks like in game, right? This is what the Americans think he fucking looks like. Absolutely unhinged. Absolutely unhinged. Atlas's Virtual Boy romp is a great fit for players who like their puzzles packed with action. Story follows the Jack Bros through more than 50 levels of perplexing pranks as they try to find their way home. You can select your favorite of the 3 bros. Jack Frost attacks with ice, Jack Lantern flings fireballs, and Jack Skeleton wields a wicked blade. Each has his strength. Jack Frost, for example, is on the nimble side. Jack Skeleton relies on pure power. With them on their trek, there's a fairy guide who offers helpful tips for exploring new areas in the 3D environment, yada, yada, yada. We have played this. It is, in my estimation, unremarkable. The gimmick is that you have multi-level dungeons, but it's not really done in a way that's unique to the Virtual Boy. honestly reminds me a lot of like the Summon Monster Cave in Final Fantasy IV, where you can see the lower level under it. Dude, I want to have that job so bad. Just look at some anime and make the most jack shit possible out of it. Yep, that job is Jenna. Yeah, I know. Why get humans to entertain hallucinations for you when you can just get a machine to do it? Womp womp. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not interested in this. I'm just gonna click through. There's things and stuff, and oh, they screwed up the copy now. What was Final Fight 2? Was it Might Have Found? No, Final Fight 2 was Final Fight 2. That's the one with I think it's Hagar, Guy, and Maki, if I remember correctly. Blonde Tonfa ninja lady. It was all right. It was globetrotting. You go around to different locations around the world, pursuing the remnants of the Mad Gear. I remember when we were in France, it looked like we were in like World War II France, and there were fucking landmines and shit everywhere. Tetris Blast. How decrepit my brain is right now. I just tried to turn the page with the arrow key on my keyboard. Are we allowed to pronounce Gen AI like Jenny and Forrest Gump? I would encourage it, even. I would encourage it. All right, hang on a sec. I don't like it when it does this, so I'm gonna realign this. There we go. That's much better. All right, there's a new Game Boy Tetris title in town, and this one's a blast. It has familiar bricks and blocks, but this time it also has bombs and blasts. So did Tetris 2, idiot. Thought the original Game Boy Tetris kept your thumbs blistered. Wait until you plug in this pack. It'll blow you away. What's the big deal, you ask? This time there are bombs in some of the bricks. Yeah, okay. Oh. This is actually a Game Boy game. National Theater stream plays on YouTube. Oh, cool. Really cool. But hey, it's more. Fuck off. Oh, because I accidentally clicked on it. That's why. Now I have to scroll through it. 5 minutes of this. 5 minutes of this. I can do that. I can do that. I can do the thing. Any other Tetris versions lurking back here? Yep. Several, in fact. I am seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Tetris games on the Game Boy. Oh, wait. You probably want to see what I'm playing. Got a lion head on it. Elorg. Contest. New game. Select stage. Sure. I don't think I like it. Bombtress? I regret everything. Please take this off. It's too late for regrets, my friend. The music's not bad, but I mean, it's a Tetris game. The music is supposed to be like legendary. No regrets. A bomb did something at last. Let's set up a big fuck off Tetris. I mean, just having the same old Tetris single again? Yeah, but I miss it. I did not expect anyone to fuck up Tetris so bad you don't even get line clears. Also, they added more pieces, like smaller pieces that are easier to fit. But that also means it's harder to line up like big ass Tetrises. And I don't think I like that. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh. That's what you're supposed to do. So the point is to blow up the entire level. So you need to get at least 2 lines to get the explosions to spread past the line that it occurs on. Is the missing sauce for someone out there? Not you, though? Yeah, big same. Big same. Huge same. Okay. Alright, I get it. I don't like it. I get it, and I don't like it. I'm really learning. I've really come to understand that Tetris itself was lightning in a bottle. Like, I think Tetris was, in retrospect, I see Tetris as absolutely a product of its time, of its circumstance. Had the massive advantage of being the pack-in with the Game Boy. Because I feel like everything labeled Tetris that came in its wake has just failed to measure up to the original. Bombliss was made by Chunsoft. 3D Tetris okay? Well, we'll get to that eventually. That was a mode where you fight bugs. That's interesting. All right, next up is Game Boy Pinball, The Getaway, High Speed. Masters of Arcade Action at Williams Entertainment packs some high-speed action to a Game Boy Pinball game pack called The Getaway. Your goal isn't just to score a gazillion points. If you play it cool and drive the balls into the right bonus areas, you can achieve multi-ball mode or a video mode. You switch from pinball to a racing game. It's not just pinball, it's pinball for serious gearheads. Yeah, I don't know about that. I've also, in our time with the Power Hours, come to discover that most virtual pinball games suck ass. It's really, to be honest, it's really recontextualized Pinball FX and that company's efforts to simulate pinball. I appreciate that game so much more now that I've seen where virtual pinball has been all this time, because it is generally not fun. I think Pinbot on NES had its heart in the right place. Like it seemed like it was trying really, really hard to accurately emulate the arcade experience of playing Pinbot. It didn't work out on NES. The tech, specifically the graphical fidelity, was not there. I like Kirby's Pinball Land, but they had the right idea there, but man, they made it way the fuck too hard. And then everything else I played has been shades of underwhelming. See how much ass this pinball game sucks? Will do. I still insist on Tetris being one of two singularly focused games that are perfectly designed. No loose ends, as lean as they can be. The other one is Super Hexagon. I would agree, with the understanding that what they achieve results in entirely different vibes. Because Tetris is very much, to me, Tetris is a puzzle game that you can play for hours and hours and hours. You can just like sink into Tetris and like chill with it forever and ever. Super Hexagon is too stressful and too repetitive for that. I know the patterns have an element of randomness to it, but since you're also playing along to songs, like they have specific movements in them. I haven't played a pinball game yet where something didn't malfunction, the ball didn't get stuck. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the authentic pinball experience. They're such complex machines, it's inevitable that something is not gonna work. I've told y'all, my favorite pinball machine of all time is the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone was insanely complex. It had special moving ramps. It had like claws that would hook onto the ball and flip them around. It had a sub-table powered by electromagnets. And that thing was always breaking. It was constantly fucking breaking. I don't know if I ever actually played a game on a Twilight Zone table where everything worked the way it was supposed to. But I love it all the same. You actually can do that with Super Hexagon? It took you 40 hours, my god. I seriously can't fathom playing Super Hexagon for 40 hours. I feel like my eyeballs would fall out of my skull. You're made of sterner stuff than I am, sir. Lagoon music. Record for Hyper Hexagonus is probably 1 out of 100 attempts beaten. I'd argue that's on brand for the Twilight Zone. Fair. fair. So this game pack is one table. I think that's pretty important to note. Well, I hit. Oh, okay. And I already have 3.4 million. Okay, the controls in this, and this may very well be an emulation issue. It is not responsive enough to do this. I also have to admit to a small degree of bias, chat, because I don't think the Getaway is a particularly good table. This is based on a real table, by the way, if you didn't know. I can't tell visually what's going on, which is funny because the Getaway is like one of the simplest table layouts I've played in real life. Like, it's a very open table with a couple wide ramps to go up. But yeah, this Game Boy interpretation is really not well designed. From the shading used on the table itself to the way the camera moves to try and follow the ball. The controls are the worst part, though. It really does not feel like it's responding fast enough to what I'm telling it to do. And I'm trying to compensate from that, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Also, it seems weirdly easy to lose momentum on the ramps, which shouldn't happen. Video mode used to steer. Okay. I won. No Kirby's Pinball Land, that's for sure. Yellow, lock lit. How am I supposed to know which one's the yellow? Supercharger's ready to tone. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Rather play Devil's Crush, thanks. Somehow I'm on ball 5? I guess maybe because I locked one earlier. Maybe I got an extra one from scoring as well. Does the Game Boy even have the chops to do pinball? Are the technical limits on frame rate and pixels changing at the same time? I mean, Kirby's Pinball Land works fine. The concession of... Look. Pinball is a high-speed physical experience, right? You have this big enclosed table full of all these gimmicks and bumpers and ramps and shit, and a little metal ball just tearing around at high speeds, or at least you should if your flippers and bumpers are tuned correctly. To fit that onto a to fit that onto a square screen is going to require a number of concessions, and that's always been one of the biggest problems with virtual pinball. How do you render it? You know, you're not standing over a table here. You're looking at a small square screen. How are you going to get a large rectangular table in there? And I don't think there's ever been a perfect answer to it. I think the closest they've come is a shallow perspective on it from over the flippers and the bottom drain with some gentle scrolling up and down. Pokemon pinball! Pokemon pinball! Hi, Tradon. It's nice to see you too. I don't think the Game Boy can handle this. Games with smooth frame rates were rare. They were trying here. This does have smooth scrolling. The problem is it's too zoomed in for how fast the ball moves. And the smooth scrolling can't keep up with the ball itself here, because they're also doing like a straight top-down perspective on the table here. They don't have that shallow angle to kind of, in a sense, slow down the speed of the ball as a matter of perspective. I think, well, again, Pinball FX more or less solved this problem just by giving the option of like every camera. There's like 6 different camera modes in Pinball FX, and you can kind of like fine tune them to whatever you want. And one of them, and personally my favorite, is exactly what I said. The kind of wide, low angle from over the flippers with just enough gentle scrolling to keep track of the ball when it rolls into the back of the table. Pokemon Pinball is my perfect portable pinball game. Directly top-down, smooth scrolling, decently large ball is easy to follow. Made sure it worked properly with contrast, so it's always easy to tell what's happening. Gives you a solid amount of control. I'll be really interested to try it sometime. Because to be completely honest with you, I have never played a top-down virtual pinball game that I thought worked well. But, I mean, all the ones I've played so far have been third-party and low rent, so. Sonic Spinball doesn't count. It's a pinball-themed platformer rather than pinball proper. And I agree with that. I very much agree with that assessment. Also, it's not particularly great in that either. It is a very awkwardly designed pinball platformer, but yeah. Epic Pinball is fantastic. It was a top-down perspective. Epic Pinball. Epic Pinball. Played Revenge of the Gator. I hate how that constantly jump screens. It can be pretty awkward. I think DOS era? I don't remember that one. I remember Balls of Steel. I think I actually have that on Steam. Yeah, Kirby's Pinball Land does a decent job, but yeah, it does hard cuts between the 3 different screens of each table, and that's not a great way to do it. It really needed scrolling. Atari 2600 Pinball was very bad. I can't say I'm surprised. Pokemon Pinball is also one of the only games where I've actually understood what I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, that's a big thing. That is a big thing. Pinball tables are complicated. The rules are almost always overly complicated and poorly explained, if explained at all. Again, another place where Pinball FX does an excellent job. Every table in the game has a guide to it. So you can actually study up on what you're supposed to be doing. And they give you challenges specific to each table that kind of help guide you towards the things you're supposed to be doing. So, yeah. Oh, they've got on GOG. Nice. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, yeah, I don't remember this at all. Interesting. Interesting. Shareware DOS game. Table Android, quite well known. Okay. Yeah, I must confess being utterly ignorant of it, but I'm sure that won't surprise you too much, chat. All right, anyway, Getaway. Not into it. Not feeling. God damn it, I don't mean to keep clicking on this. Frank Thomas Big Hurt Baseball on the Game Boy. So actually, very small hurt. Oh my god, the formatting on this is so funny. Think you're ready for the big show? Then check out A Big Wow from the Big Hurt. Acclaim's ultra-realistic new Game Boy title, packed with tons of options. Big Hurt Baseball guaranteed to give you a big wow. Yeah, big Skipola. Graphic design, my passion. Big wow. Okay, what are they talking about? Sophisticated pitching engine, control the location speed of 8 different pitchers. Some might complain about the lack of a 2-player mode and Super Game Boy features. Those are minor flaws. Whatever, man. It's the bases ball and I don't care. Apparently this one's designed to be more technical than other baseball simulators. That's the quick overview impression I'm getting of this. Big Wow also contains a gig to... Oh man. Alright, whatever. Oh my god, Counselor's Corner. Okay. Operation Europe. How long does it take to mine or minesweep an area? Oh my god. Okay, Operation Europe looks like a super crunchy war sim. More Yoshi's Island. How to use the deflating red... Oh, the deflating red balloons are awesome. How to get to the mini battle in stage 6-1. Where's the goal ring and extra stage 4? Extra stage 4 is a giant pain in the ass. Oh yeah. You were asking if there was a find the right... Well, doesn't entirely count. It's just a big maze. A big sewer maze, in fact. Yoshi's Island has a sewer level. It was the 90s, chat. Everything had a sewer level. Fucking goddamn it. I don't suppose... Can we go... No. The layout's still fucked. Chrono Trigger. How do I cast the Poyozo dance? Oh, this is the one you get from the Whitestone. I've never... Have I? No, I don't remember. I don't remember if I've gotten all the special triple techs in Chrono Trigger. Never used that party combo? Oh, it's the all ladies one. Definitely haven't gotten all the triple techs. Well, they tell you how to get the Black Rock in this one. And then how to beat one of the bosses. And then Asteroid's Missile Command. Who gives a fuck, man, about Asteroid's Missile Command? Interesting to see Asteroid tips spelled out like that and not have it be shoot a lot. Yeah. Key to surviving the asteroid field is recognizing and prioritizing your targets. You can wipe out the most dangerous elements on the screen first. Your chances of survival increase dramatically. Shoot away the asteroids close to your ship, then fire on the fastest moving targets. Take on the flying saucers as a last priority. While learning to maneuver your ship, keep speed to a minimum. There's no fun creeping backwards into a rock. Use the hyperspace drive as a last resort. While hyperspace gives you temporary danger, it usually warps you back into trouble. Pretty competent tips, to be fair. Fast Facts, Mortal Kombat 3. Can I play as Shao Kahn? No. Is Graveyard stage in the game? No. Batman Forever. How to use a grappling hook to climb up floors? Yeah, we know. And then Centipede Millipede. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, actually, very solid advice for asteroids. Good on these people for making the effort, I guess. Oh. Oh, God, this is hideous. Oh, my lord, chat. This is the worst, without question. I mean, we've seen some ugly, ugly ass table of contents. Ones that really just push the limits of being able to even read the goddamn thing. This is depressing. This is the big lots of 90s graphic design right here. I feel sad just looking at this. Deeply, deeply sad. Honest, can we count how many fonts are on this screen? Okay, so there's Arena, the 3D text. There is the, okay. All right. I think, okay, I think this red text is a different font from this red text. So 1, 2, 3, then the black text is 4. This black text is a different font from this, so that's 5. I'll give him a pass on these because they might just be like all caps and bolded. And then I think this is the same as this. There's 5. There are 5 different fonts on this page. Hello, chain link fence. Enter the arena. Hello, chain link fence. God, I know. I mean, it's what's shocking to me is how ugly it is while being so incredibly boring. Like the terrible table of contents that we had to suffer through in 1995 were at least like visually stimulating. But this is about as boring as it gets. Like an out of focus, overexposed background with just some like basic untextured boxes over it. Hey, that's what my ex said about me. 70 to include the BZ symbol. You know, why not? Why not? It's got 2 letters on it and they had to be their own font to make that image. If I was editing this magazine and someone turned this in, I'd just fire them. I get the most out of their ink allotment. All right, so the 1996 Arena rolls out the Battle Zone, your chance to contend with the best gamers in North America. Every month will designate an Arena challenge as a Battle Zone challenge. The objective is to compete and make sure that your region is recognized in as many Battle Zone challenges as possible. Each issue will pose not only the best scorers, but where they are coming from. Zombies Ate My Neighbors was used as an example this month. Okay. And then there's also Arena Online. Gradient means it's metal. This is the area where the word of the day was gradients. Oh, the era, yeah. They got a Zoop challenge. They got a Yoshi's Island challenge. Let's see how long it takes you to get 100% in all the areas in World 5. That's mean. That one is mean as hell. World 5 Extra is one of the hardest stages in the game to get 100% on. Giant pain in the ass. Not requesting anything on this page. Good. We don't really need anything on this page. All right, so Battle Zone. The West Coast had the highest average top score this month for Zombies Ate My Neighbors, with a jolting 1.7 million average. Wow. 1 high score for Arabiz, 1 best time for Sunrace FX, and then, yeah, some top scores for Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Gradients add depth. They can add depth if used subtly and sparingly. Not like this. God. Sorry I keep doing that, chat. All right, we made it to now playing, chat. I think if we can scoot through now playing, we can finish the magazine tonight. And then we can do something special on Saturday instead of the power hours. I actually really like that stylization of now. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Obviously some effort went in there. It's not just like boring gradients. Like they actually rendered it in 3D. They gave it a nice sheen to it that makes it look like crystal. They turned the O into the Nintendo logo. I mean, that works. Oh yeah, put that fucking sentence in a circle. That's the good shit. They loved that. Chat, they loved that in the 90s. They loved putting text into circles, especially if it rotated. They did, didn't they? Think back to like the logo of like the Bill Nye the Science Guy TV show. It was all that. Oh, and drop shadows. Jesus Christ. Everything got a drop shadow. Fucking drop shadows got their own drop shadows. Rotated and all the words flew off. Your power guide to the latest releases. All right, so yeah, let's glide through this. Let's talk about what's coming up, and then yeah, I can throw together something special for Saturday, chat, and we can start February of 1996 next week. Have you taken a graphic design class in high school? I swear these are all the basic effects in Adobe Illustrator. No, I didn't. Poor shadows dropped in the 90s. Prime era of type styler, we went a bit nuts with it. All right, Breath of Fire 2 from Capcom. Dragons and heroes collide in one of the biggest fantasy RPG sequels ever. Breath of Fire 2 combines all the ingredients for an epic RPG brew. I'm gonna skim the blurbs. I'll just read the positives and negatives unless there's something particularly interesting in the blurbs. But I'm sorry, chat. We are many years out from the heady days of Rob and George. These really add nothing to the discourse here. Coming crazy, the N in now is blinking on your screen, is it? You're an analog horror pro tag? I'm not seeing it in OBS. That's weird though. No. Story summary. Party summary. Excellent battle system. One unique aspect of the game involves Township, a village you actually create by bringing people you meet from around the world to live there. That's cool. Positives, good battle animations, excellent battle mechanics, innovations such as Township. Minuses, poor English translation. I think we've covered that before. Are you saying you miss Rob and George? I mean, Traydon's onto something here. Rob and George were annoying. That's putting it mildly. But annoying is at least a personality trait. This has no personality, chat. This is so dry. It is so inoffensive. It takes so few risks. There's hardly anything to comment on. We used to spend multiple nights going through the Rob and George now playing just because there was so much to tear apart. There was so much to comment on. That's personality. Look at these fonts. Fonts are not a replacement for personality. No one wants to be accused of loving Rob and George, but they were entertaining. They absolutely were. One day somebody will have to explain that to me. I know nothing about Breath of Fire, and the notion of sprucing or releasing part 4 of something makes no sense to me. I mean, the Breath of Fire series is kind of like Final Fantasy, right? there's not really any connective tissue between them aside from like the design sensibilities and like recurring characters. But like they're not the same characters in each installment. There's just like always a bird girl, right? Like the main character is always some dragon kid. So 4 is the one that existing PC port is part of it. Okay, so it was the most accessible for that. You're not missing a ton if you only play 4 or 5. I mean, y'all actively encouraged me to skip 1. Frankly, I was getting into 1 and y'all were like, pass. But you did vote in Breath of Fire 2 for a full playthrough, so we will get to that eventually. Earthworm Jim 2 from Playmates. Toughest worm in the universe, lost its true love. It's up to you to win her back. Picks up where last year's game left off. Unabridged wackiness. Rich graphics, slapstick animation. Jim 2 walks a fine line between idiocy and insult, but it's always entertaining. Pluses, offbeat humor, excellent graphics and sound, lots of variety, improved play control from the original. I would honestly agree with that. Minuses, a little uneven. Some stages are very simple and others are very tough. The humor may not be for everyone. I would agree with that as well. I've only played Earthworm Jim 2 once, but at first blush, I liked it better than Earthworm Jim 1. I might have played Earthworm Jim 1 too much. I might just be utterly sick of it and charmed by the novelty of a new Earthworm Jim game, but I think 2's the better game, personally. Gaming part 4 of anything is completely irrelevant. I can see it. I still don't know what the hook of Breath of Fire 1 was. Breath of Fire 2 is the one where the translation is so poor they made yes into no and no into yes. The translation for 2 is bad. It is bad. Played more than 10 minutes, you might have been sick of it. Final Fight 3. Format of the game hasn't changed much from previous Final Fights. Graphics have taken a step up. Good graphics, new characters, lots of continues. AI is simple and the challenge isn't what it could be. Fair. Excuse Frank Thomas, Big Hurt Baseball. Game Boy version doesn't do anything incredible. Once you pick it up, it'll be hard to set it down again. Contains everything the Super NES version had, everything except graphics. Contains one of the best pitching engines for any video game. Full season end rosters, playing defensive options. Plus is excellent pitching control, one of the best sports titles for Game Boy. I mean, that's high praise. That's very high praise from them. Minus, no Super Game Boy. How dare you? The Getaway. Getaway looks like a pretty normal pinball simulation when you first plug it in your Game Boy. Biggest surprise is the video mode. I mean, the video mode's pretty whatever. Interesting variety, high scores, fast action? I don't know about that. No Super Game Boy enhancements, no saved high scores. Killing him on the Super Game Boy, or lack thereof. Jimmy Houston's Bass Tournament USA from American Sammy. Yes, we've seen all sorts of bass games. Fat ones, skinny ones, ones that play like rocks. The latest Basser mixes features from some of the best to arrive at a challenging tournament-based game with a fast learning curve. Award-winning bass man Jimmy Houston takes you out where the big mouth bad boys of the bass world hunker down in the reeds. Easy to learn, tough to master, fairly risky play, minus poor screen text. I forget whether it was just the first Breath of Fire that only had 5 letters for either skill names or whether I was thinking. It's the thing in the second one too. Yeah. If the Super Game Boy was released in a version that Game Boy Color support, I'd snap one up in an instant. Yeah, unfortunately, we never got the second Super Game Boy that Japan did, which did have Game Boy Color support. That one might have sold better. Let Breath of Fire. Yeah. Yeah, there were two Super Game Boys. America only got the first one. Took a pic of one of these fishing SNES games while I was in Japan, chuckled myself at how much these torture you. I'm so bad at them. I am so bad at them. I mean, you can fact check me on Wikipedia if you want, but I'm pretty sure the second Super Game Boy had Game Boy Color support. I love Breath of Fire 2, given Cat's very first spell at level 50 was kind of obnoxious, and Breath of Fire 2's level speed was kind of lethargic. There was a second Super Game Boy. Let me, you know what? I'll open up Wikipedia. I'll show you. Yep, a revised model of the Super Game Boy 2 was released in Japan in January 1988. Here we go. One sec. Yeah, this is it. Had that nice late 90s clear plastic shell. I might be wrong here. Editions include a link port to allow users to access two-player mode via the link cable. The green game link LED and the red power LED indicator runs at the exact speed of the Game Boy. The edition came with 8 new default borders, retained the same built-in palettes. This version of the Super Game Boy does not allow one to change borders in some games that have built-in borders. Some games have features only available through the Super Game Boy 2, such as a special Tetris DX border. Okay. So I was wrong about that. It didn't play Game Boy Color games. Did I say 88? Yeah, I meant 98. I remember the day the public sentiment overflows and transparent plastic design comes back. I kind of do too. I kind of miss the days, the old colorful IMAX. Yeah, I've heard that about the original Super Game Boy. All right, anyway. Mark Davis, the Fishing Master from Natsume. Let's see. Natsume has the parade of bass tournament games with the simplified offering for beginners. Process of catching a lunker won't seem so tedious or realistic once you've gone fishing with Mark Davis. Maybe he just has a way with fish, or maybe it's the programming. Catching bass in the Fishing Master is like picking fruit off a tree. Oh, because it guarantees bites is the thing. Plus is nice and simple. You don't have to wait for hours for a strike. Minus is so simple, it's mindless. Anglers will find very little challenge or interest. Weak graphics and annoying sound. Oof. Mutant Chronicles. Excellent layout, play control and challenge, good graphics, lots of fun, 2-player cooperative mode. Minus gore galore with lots of loose heads, limbs, and geysers of blood. What sort of descriptive difficulty is that? I'm not climbing a tree, that sounds hard. Alright. Mark Davis's The Fishing Master. I'm not gonna do Revolution X. That game sucks. I've got a chance to play in arcade. We were on track for a full playthrough of Revolution X the night we were on the main feature of it, and then the emulator crashed. So, just as well, really. It's kind of an annoying game. Certainly creative, but yeah. Serious fun. I guess that's the man of the hour. Oh, man. Really? Sound. Free. In the free mode, you can choose the season and other conditions for practice for the tournament. If you choose the spring, water will become warmer and the bass will be active. Search around a complex terrain where streams merge. In the summer and fall, you may find bass anywhere. Use the most suitable lures relative to the conditions and locations you fish. Bass move to the warm, deep water, the main stream in winter. Find a spot you can go back to the shallows easily. All right, whatever, man. Oh, you can't skip this. Repeat? No. Good luck. Random. Sure, whatever, man. So we've got sections of river here. Let's do this little corner. Oh, wow, okay. Wow, there's a lot of places to fish. Wait, that's it? Oh, that's it. You just pick a location and then you fish. What's going on? Ride. Lure. The fish icon is cute, little fish pointing for you. Accessory. Give me a cap. I would like to attach the cap, and the glove, and the rain gear, and the windbreaker. Why not? Oh yeah, we're all decked out now. I can't even see what's going on. Oh, there it is. My lure ended up in a place where I couldn't even see it. I think this means there's no fish here. Miscast. Can you turn the boat around? No, I can't. I can go like that, but I can go back out to here and go to a different location. These are the gameplay so funny, it makes me crack up every time it starts playing. So I think I got a nibble there. I think that fish icon was when I was supposed to hook it.
It's a dink.
It's a what? I think you have to... Okay. Okay, I got it. Cool. Fish. God dang, I love fishing games. I can tell I play because these environments are so beautiful and capture the reason why to go out outdoors and fish. Not many other times really appreciate these sort of places. Okay, I caught a fish. And yeah, it's about as easy as Nintendo Power says, so. Fish being defeated. So yeah, if I could do it that easily, there is absolutely no challenge whatsoever for actual fishing fans, so. Forget about it. Why does the fishing have a soundtrack that sounds more at home in a racing game? To just build up that excitement. Just get it going. PGA Tour 96. Covers a lot of ground, 5 golf courses, lots of modes and stuff. The new SA1 chip was used for accurate tracking and scaling of the ball. The graphics don't show marked improvement over non-enhanced Super NES games. Lots of course variety, good play options. Many of the pros are in the game. Poor putting control and perspective on the greens. Slow access times. The wind exerts too much force on the ball and changes direction wildly. Slow tournament play. They don't like PGA Tour 96. Oof. Revolution X. This is the ultimate. Wow. They literally say this is the ultimate game for going postal. Taking the law into your own hands, you grab the nearest weapon and start blowing away everyone who looks like a fascist anti-rock pig. Exactly what we need these days. Good graphics and music, true to the arcade, especially to play it cranked. The riffs are repeated too often, endless shooting without enough variety. I mean, some of the encounters, actually a lot of the encounters of Revolution X are pretty repetitive and go on for way too long. Scooby-Doo Mystery. Although Scooby is played as a side-scrolling game, the layout of the areas include passages that lead in the background or foreground, giving the game an element of exploration. Graphics really look like a cartoon, some innovative game ideas, passwords. Play control is not sharp, not very challenging, definitely a game for younger players. Womp womp. Idiot game for idiot babies. God damn it, I keep forgetting. Spawn! Can one of the most popular comic book heroes of the 90s make the leap to video games? You call it. Todd McFarlane's Spawn comes with electronic life and acclaims Super NES game. Spawn borrows from both tournament fighting and scrolling street fighting genres by combining a scrolling fight style play with light and heavy kicks and punches, plus special moves. Cinema scenes. We haven't invented cutscenes yet, chat. Between the action stages, present a comic book tale of crime and danger in the Big Apple. Spawn takes a special brand of crime fighting to thugs. Great assortment of moves, including slides, spins, drill kicks, and blocks. Good graphics and lots of moves. In spite of all the moves, the game doesn't really offer anything new or challenging. Tetris Blast. Excellent play. Two-player option, very fun and very addictive. No two-player Super Game Boy option. Whatever, man. Nobody fucking remembers this game. War 2410. Command futures and weapons of this 25th century warfare. Humanity is at war with an equally matched and determined empire of genetically perfect soldiers led by the Chrome, Orcs, and Mars. What? Genetically engineered troops stand poised to wipe out humanity, but there is hope because you have been put in command of the human army. Might want to do your research on this. Viacom made Zoop? Yeah, apparently. Or at least published it. They put the publisher here, not the actual developer. Like Tetris Blast is listed in Nintendo, but obviously Nintendo didn't make it in-house. Strategy wargame borrows heavily from hex-type games. Okay. In War 2410. I'm sorry, Jack. Excuse me. Play to fight 20 battle scenarios in which each side has limited units. The road to victory lies in your ability. Okay. So I was kind of hoping this would be like the screenshots made me think it'd be like an Advance Wars kind of thing. It's not. It's one of those crunchy hex war games, and that's not really what I'm up to at the moment. Simple rules of engagement and interesting tactics. Minus the simple graphics, slow battle animations, scenarios develop slowly. And Zoop on the Game Boy. A very challenging puzzle game, but no learning curve between beginner and expert levels. And that's it, chat. That is everything that happened in the January issue. So, I am going to close down requests. We'll take a quick cursory tour through the pack watch. Combat screen looks like Advance Wars Warsong. It absolutely does, yeah. They had me fooled there, but good to know otherwise. Tetris Blast was the big winner this month. I'm not seeing it. Tetris Blast and Earthworm Jim 2. That should probably tell you the quality of the evaluations happening here. Also notice no Virtual Boy games being released here. Ah, god damn it. Alright, Pack Watch, the inside source on future games. Mega Man X3. Chat, I love this game. I am a big fan of Mega Man X3. I'm really, really excited for it to come around and to play through it with y'all. X2 never really did it for me. X is great. X is an all-time classic. Even the end of that game is really annoying. X2 just didn't... X2 felt like more of the same, but without the same attention to detail, I guess. X3, though. X3 is kind of special. Yeah, they don't mention any of the unique aspects of it, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. PGA European Tour, it's golf. Langrisser has a movie gacha game? Huh. Oh, mobile gacha game. Huh. I guess everybody's milking all their IPs for mobile games at this point. Virtual Fishing. I don't think that came out. I don't think that actually happened. Right? I'm gonna double check. No, it did! No, it did. Virtual Fishing did come out. So we'll get to try this out at some point. Exclusive first look at 3D Tetris. I am not excited to contend with that. Disney's Pocahontas on Game Boy. Cutthroat Island on Game Boy. And Soccer on the NU64. They just kind of talk about it in oblique terms with a screenshot of the Super NES version, which really doesn't give you anything to go on. All right. Skim this for some game tasks. Oh, yeah. Killer Instinct on the X-Band. Remember the X-Band, chat? The SNES modem. NBA Live 96. Prehistoric Man, Artie Lightfoot, Sink or Swim will be released beginning in January. Lost Viking Limbo. In a recent conversation with officials at Interplay, Packwatch learned that Lost Vikings 2 has not been lost. The sequel was received by the NOA several months ago for approval. Interplay hasn't ordered production units yet. It's marketing strategy. Interplay wants to introduce Lost Vikings 2 on several platforms all at once. 3D Tetris looks wild. Cutthroat Island Contest. THQ rolls on. Lots of sportsy stuff. In November of 1995, Nintendo set a milestone when it shipped its 1 billionth game pack. Wow. That's pretty cool. 1 billionth pack met the media at Nintendo's North Bend, Washington warehouse, where the product is shipped out to retailers around the country. If you want a stupid numerical comparison, assume the average Nintendo game takes 4 hours to play. It would take more than 684,000 years to play 1 billion games. That's not including leap year. Chat, I can't help but notice the release forecast is really thin these days. Like, 1995 and earlier, there were dozens of games on here. But all we've got to look forward to for the Super NES, Bassmaster 2, Cutthroat Island, Gargoyles, Lost Vikings 2, Maui Mallard, Mega Man X3, Olympics, PGA European Tour, Pinocchio, Pocahontas, Road Rash, and Super Mario RPG. And a chunk of these didn't even come out. Virtual Boy has Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which I'm gonna check again. I'm gonna check again. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers never happened. Nestor's Funky Bowling happened. 3D Tetris happened. Virtua Fishing happened, so. Because computers are busy figuring out how the Ultra 64 works, you're right. And then for Game Boy, just NBA, NHL, Pocahontas, and Toy Story. Wow, that is, ugh. Slim pickings, chat. Oh, and the Players Poll contest is at the very end now. Attend the 1996 Electronic Entertainment Expo. This was back in the days when only industry folks could go. I didn't get to go to E3 until, I think, 2003, which is a pretty eventful one to go to. That's when they were showing off Half-Life 2 and Doom 3. And that's it, chat. We made it. Next issue, Mega Man X3. Toy Story, Nestor's Funky Bowling, and some DKC2 codes if you want them, which I don't. And hey, cut out Earthworm Jim 2 board game. How about that? Wavetail is on sale for $1.50 on GOG. Wavetail is good, yeah. Wavetail is really neat. All right, chat. We did it. We actually got through January 1996. We can move on. And we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate this by doing some kind of special retro console night on Saturday. I don't know what. I haven't decided what. But yeah. Tomorrow night, we'll do an indie variety night. I'll show you some more games straight from the developers that I've gotten recently, and we can see if there's anything particularly neat in there. Saturday, we'll do a special engagement, a special retro console night of some stripe. We'll also call the vote. So if you haven't voted yet, now would be a good time, or at the very least, get it in by the end of Saturday's stream. Help me determine what it is we're going to be playing next week. No stream on Sunday because I never stream on Sunday, but Monday we will start whatever it is y'all vote in, all right? Life comes at you fast, chat. All this is happening in very short order. And then we will start February 1996 on Thursday of next week. Find emulators for Atari Coleco. February will actually happen in February after all, yeah. And I mean, if the pickings are as slim as they seem to be, we may just play Mega Man X3 and skim through the rest of it. It'd be funny if we ended up finishing it in February too. But anyway, chat, I am dead ass tired. I need to go to bed, so let's go find somebody to raid. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna throw you over to Voyix tonight. Voyix playing Mugenics. Which, look, I know is going to be a hard swerve from what we're doing tonight. But you know what? It's an interesting game, and Voyix is interesting people. Yeah. Go really vintage Tiger Toys handheld games. All right, chat. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for the conclusion of January 1996. This one was starting to stretch off into infinity, so I think it was good that we put a pin in it while we could before things really got out of hand. So I feel a lightness in my soul now that this has been handled. So I'm very excited about the next couple nights. But in particular, hope to see you out tomorrow night for our indie variety night. I got some cool stuff to show you all. Hopefully I'll see you then. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.